Well, good morning, everybody. Happy New Year. We made it through another year. Did you anybody see the telegram this morning?
No, I haven't even looked at it yet. What's up?
Warren has the senior tax abatement that we have talked about for years. They've implemented it. I don't know if you wanted to take a look at that. So we should look at the
agenda?
yeah, the agenda. I mean, I always have an agenda, but I should look at the leases. Okay, we have, as Joanne aptly said, a War and Peace here to sign. Do you want to start it off?
Sure.
Tom and I are.
I make a motion to approve the November 13th, 2015 meeting minutes.
I will second that motion.
And I'll make it unanimous.
Make a motion to approve $14.31 in motor vehicle excise abatements for the month of November 2015.
Second.
Unanimous.
Make a motion to approve $16.39.69 in motor vehicle excise abatements for the month of December 2015.
Second.
Unanimous.
I make a motion to approve the following warrant and commitments for real estate, personal property, sewer betterment phase 1, betterment phase 2 and 3, Title 5, water liens, water lien interest, sewer liens, sewer lien interest, water sewer fees, income and expense fines totaling $10,923,766.33.
Well, after you so brilliantly went through those numbers, I have no choice but to second that.
Yeah, and we're going to have some discussion about this.
Okay.
There is some pushback by the Selectman's office about our hours and being closed. As Joanne just said, we are responsible for $10,923,766.33 in billing. Our office, with 1.5 people. If you look at Oxford, they have 3 full-time people in the assessor's office. Southbridge has 3 full-time people in the assessor's office. Charlton has 2 2/3. I mean, the other one's 31 hours. So Webster has 3 full-time people. Douglas has 2 full-time and a data collector. I mean, what the hell? We're running this business with 1.5 people, and people are bitching about it? You know, quite frankly, I have no problem with the selectmen understanding that we're going to close the office another day so we can get all the paperwork done. I mean,
My workload is even more now because we're doing cyclical inspections.
Yeah.
So people are making appointments with Vision to get to the houses to do the inspections, and they're calling up, the phone's ringing off the hooks. Is this letter legit? Are these people for real? And then I'm doing all the data entry, 5,000 parcels of data entry that I can just barely keep up with for the changes that are being made. Plus I'm doing clerk's work plus my work because I only have a half a clerk. And I'm getting tired. I'm getting tired, and mistakes are happening. You know, we can't be as accurate and as good as we used to be. It was just...
I think what people forget is that all of these responsibilities are state mandated. We have no choice but to do this work. And it's not like we can cut back on the workload that we have. If we don't do it, we're in violation of state laws. We don't get the tax rates approved. The whole system will come to a grinding halt. I think it's ridiculous to think that we can cut back the manpower. I know just last week I was in the office and I had to wait 15 minutes to talk to Lisa because there were people lined up with questions and requests for assistance. I guess the only recourse is just to close the window and then the public won't be served. People who come in here regularly won't be able to ask questions of Lisa because we're too busy doing the state mandated work that we have to do.
And I think what taxpayers don't see and the selectmen don't see is, I guess if everything's running smoothly and there are no complaints, then they think everything's wonderful. But so many things have fallen behind because they've had to prioritize certain things. And like I said, mistakes are being made that takes extra time now to fix because I had to prioritize other things. I was able to change, luckily, the contract with Vision where instead of them doing the data entry, I'm doing it in exchange for them going out in the field and doing the building permits as well for me, so I could be in the office instead of out of the office all the time, because I don't have anybody in the afternoons. So people are going to come in the afternoon, and it's as good as being closed anyway because there's nobody in the office.
Well, I gotta say, I've been on both sides of the fence. I've been here for the assessors, I've been on the selectmen's side, and I think it is not the public that is our problem. I think the public understands we are always cordial, we are accommodating, we are always at peak on that for customer service. I think it is the selectmen who do not understand what it is the assessors actually do and the time that is involved in doing it. I think they need to get a better education on what our department needs to do and is doing with 1.5 people. This is mathematical, and we can't afford to make mistakes. A lot of what we do involves math. We can't afford to be sloppy, we can't afford to be rushed, and we need the time to do our job. I think they need to spend a little time, get a better education on what it takes to operate that office.
They haven't done it in 38 years that I've been here.
I
What
welcome
makes you
any
think
of
you're gonna
them
do
to
it now?
come in just for 20 minutes or a half an hour, and I'd be happy to go through everything that I do in the office. Just so they know, when I was doing interviews and personnel said, can you explain to the person that's being interviewed what the job consists of? By the time I got done, Mary Beth goes, you do all that? Your office does all of that? I didn't know that. No, people don't know, because if there's no complaints and the job's getting done, like I said, it's
And you have never failed to get the tax rate set. Not in any
Never been late.
year. Never have you been late. I mean, that speaks volumes.
I, for one, I'm not interested in what they want for the change of hours. I think we have to stand our ground
I agree.
to do what we have to do to make that office continue to run as effectively as it is.
You know, I told you before, Lisa, that when we lost, we didn't have David because the personnel department just couldn't move fast enough. I shut the doors. It's the only way I could get anybody to do anything.
you shut down for like 3 months or something
No,
like that?
no, it was only a week.
Oh, it was only a week?
Oh yeah, but that was enough to raise holy hell.
Well, Greg understands, but he would like something from the board, a letter from the board to present to them on Monday night at the selectmen's meeting of an explanation of why we are closed till on Wednesday when the Board of Selectmen voted for all offices to be.
Is that for this Monday?
Mhm.
Well, actually, I think I'll attend. I can work that in my schedule to
Okay.
go. I think we need for them to understand again what it is we actually do.
Do you want me to be there as well?
I think it'd be good.
Okay.
Absolutely.
I mean, $10 million in billing from 1.5 people with 6,000 parcels. Not to mention excise tax, not to mention water and sewer. I mean, it all goes through us, plus personal property.
And the
And
paper
income
trail
expense
never
bonds.
lightens. They don't understand that. Documentation does not get less. I don't care technology is out there. We still have a lot of documentation we have to have. And explanations we have to give to people.
Well, that's a great plan, having you and Lisa there on Monday to personally explain the issues to the selectmen. But it's going to fall upon deaf ears.
Well, I think the public is not deaf ears. I think
I agree.
they have never complained about the level of service that our office has given. They've never complained that they didn't get answers. They didn't complain that they ever had people be rude to them. And these people have worked under pressure, and they still manage to control themselves and deal well with the public.
And we have never been a controversial board.
You know?
The last town administrator made a statement at one of the department head meetings. He says, in the amount of time that I've been here, was here like 7 years?
Mhm.
He says, not once. He says, the only department I never got a complaint from was the assessor's office. No.
Wow, Peter said something nice.
Yeah.
Knock me down and call me Shorty.
Well, this is our job to let the public know why
Yeah.
we do what we do and why we're holding
What
a
the hell,
stand
we're
on
working
this.
for nothing.
Yeah.
We don't get paid.
No, I know. And if we could stay open, we have. We cannot effectively do what we have to do and keep the hours that we have.
As Tom so eloquently stated, it is state mandated. If we don't do it, they're going to come in and do it at twice the cost. I mean, it just... Anyways, I thought this was an appropriate place to talk about this at item number 6, when you look and see $10 million coming through our office.
And if we don't assess, the collector doesn't collect.
No,
So it all starts with us.
there's no reason for a tax collector or a treasurer or nothing. Anyways, so we got the plan. Now, So then I don't need to write the letter, we don't need to write the
We
letter?
should write it. I think we need to
Okay.
put it, to be emphatic, to
Okay.
let them know this is
Have it
our feelings.
documented.
Yeah, absolutely.
So you, I'll draft something and you can send it off to everybody?
Yeah.
And you can put it together so that it sounds lawyerly?
No. I don't think we need the world.
Okay. So, we made number 6 unanimous, I just stopped to have discussion.
Okay, I make a motion to approve real estate abatement application for map 217, lot 26, in the amount of $25.58.
So a half bath's worth $25 a year?
Yes.
That's too funny. Thomas?
I will second.
Yeah, unanimous.
I make a motion to approve the following real estate applications for applicant A for a 41C elderly, $500 for applicant B, for 18 infirmity for $500 for applicant C, 22 being a veteran for $400.
I second that.
Unanimous.
Okay, we have before us, I guess, to approve or deny an applicant D for infirmity.
Now, that folder right in front of you, that's all her documentation.
So, without us reading through the whole thing, what's your decision?
I'm on the fence.
You're on the fence? You know what happens with people who are on the fence, don't you? And, well, I was going to say something else
I mean,
on TV.
there are a lot of expenses, but if you look at the savings account, on the application behind that letter, behind that letter, she does have a lot of medical issues,
Well, apparently she's got money.
Well, I don't know what you consider money. This is something we really need to make a policy on.
Okay, oh, is this the application?
Let me see.
Well, what's our guideline for the most that in savings that anybody can actually?
The only one that has 40,000 is straight across the board for senior
have an
citizens.
application in here.
It's not, well, it probably keep that out, well, you can slide the paper.
Is
off
that
and
a
stuff.
net amount or a gross amount?
That's our gross.
And in essence, does it exceed that amount?
No.
The savings doesn't exceed that this person has?
No.
Oh, well then what's our?
Yeah, I know. What are we even talking
Well, I
about?
don't know, we don't have a policy on where the cutoff is, because you're supposed to check out all their expenses, what their income is, and what assistance they get, and then you as a board decide whether or not.
Does she have a mortgage?
I don't know, can I have those papers
Oh,
there?
is this it here?
No, it's white. Let me see, I don't know if I see it.
Okay.
This belongs to something.
It does.
If you want, you can go to the next one while I.
Okay.
Let's see, I make a motion to approve $78,575 for various fiscal year 2016 real estate exemptions.
Second.
Question. Is that the total
That
for the
is,
year?
so far, some more are trickling in because they
Because
didn't get them in.
we have about 110, 120 in our account, right?
Yeah, at least.
They keep
I think
fiddling around with it, so I'm never sure what they
Yeah,
get.
we have a lot,
Okay,
so we're not in danger of not covering
all right,
those.
so that, but it's our overlay account that this comes out of, right?
Yes,
Yeah,
and we
okay.
get reimbursed from the state after as well.
That's some of them, not all of them.
Not all of it.
Not
All
the
of
half bath we don't.
all of the 41Cs, the elderly, we get
Yep.
reimbursed 100%, but then veterans and the others, it depends.
Right. Okay, so I'll make that unanimous.
I think we're caught up.
Okay.
Well, we still have 9 to
Oh.
do, and we haven't done new business.
Yeah.
Conflict of interest.
Okay,
Those are in your packet.
Yeah.
You just need to sign the last page and I'll hand them in.
okay, and.
So,
Go ahead.
it says, are you a municipal employee? We're not employees, so I don't know why we signed this. We are not employees. I had that discussion with the town manager.
Okay.
We are not employees. I mean, I don't have a problem signing it. I'm
I
just
mean,
telling
for
you,
the outrageous amount of money, we're not considered that we're
Yeah.
paid, we're not employees.
we're not employees.
And we're elected officials.
I had to get a letter from him because of something else that was going on in my life, and it's right, we're town officials, we're not employees.
Well, maybe we should put officials in parentheses, so we take a stand.
So, first and last name, I acknowledge receipt. That's not where we're signing, is it?
The very last page,
Acknowledge
yes,
receipt of the summary of conflict of interest law. That's all we're saying, is that we received
that you
this.
received it.
So we can't receive gifts?
No,
The thousands that people give us every year?
yeah, right. It's called thank yous. You get thank yous.
When the hell's the last time you got a thank you?
Oh, every now and then, people
Here's
are
the,
glad that we have the people working in our department that we have. They thank us for that.
that's the savings, that's their income.
I do have, occasionally get somebody to say what a good job Lisa's doing.
Oh,
Yep.
yeah.
Yeah, I get that a
absolutely.
lot.
Not us, but
Not
Lisa.
Yeah. That's the monthly income. It's not high.
Wow,
Yeah.
wow.
So see why I was on the fence,
Yeah.
kind of?
Yeah.
I mean, that's her total monthly income.
It's not like the ones we usually get.
Yeah.
I think, do we have to run this by Carmiani? Some state law that,
No.
okay,
And you said she has considerable medical expenses?
yeah.
Yeah, they're on there as well as medical issues.
Well, I'll put it out there. I make a motion, we approve the applicant fee.
I'll second it.
Yeah, me too, jeez. I don't know how this poor lady,
Let's see, we
I'll
have
give this back to you.
to approve 41C applicant for applicant D. What's 41C?
Elderly.
Elderly. Okay, so that's pretty much an automatic by age and
Yep.
income.
Yeah, qualifies all that.
So I
Did
made
you
a
make a motion? You did.
Yep.
Tom,
Second.
unanimous.
Okay.
You're gonna be here on February 12th?
I is.
Thomas? This is not a throat exam.
No, as you know, I'm having surgeries. on
Oh,
the
that's
foot,
right,
So
that's
I
right.
hope to be able to hobble
You
in.
might hobble in.
I might hobble in, I don't know.
There's 2 pages.
I'll try not to take any medication.
Pages, the next page will be signed.
Oh, I didn't see
I'll come
that.
pick you up then, huh? Throw you in the back of the SUV, you'll be fine.
Did you vote on that last one?
We did.
Okay, I missed it.
Oh, I don't know that we voted on it, I asked,
For the meeting date?
yeah.
Okay. You want a form of a motion? I make a motion that we meet on February 12th.
I'll second it, there'll be a meeting.
No promises that he'll be there,
Correct.
but we'll make it you 2 out of 3 then, a majority.
There was 3 pages, yeah, so,
Yeah,
yeah, the
so we
first
gotta
one
do
was signed.
this one, and then the next page has got 3 on it.
Oh, you know, I looked there and I didn't see it.
I didn't look backwards, I looked forwards.
I think
Oh,
you
that's what I
signed
did.
that.
I looked, oh, this is going backwards. Oh, of course.
Right. They made the same mistake.
That makes sense.
Wait a minute, I gotta sign it too.
I can't
I
tell.
know that.
I can't tell.
Well, let me sign the 4 and then
We
you
need
can...
one
Oh,
signature there,
no, you
too,
never
yeah.
signed them, so,
No,
I see, oh, okay. I sit correctly.
you sit corrected, yes.
Heard that, your Carney
Yes,
joke.
you have.
Do you want me to
Yes,
keep
you
this for your
have.
file? Or do I
Oh,
need it?
Thomas, you can sign it.
I didn't read it, I just signed it.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh, and you acknowledge the receipt of it,
Right.
that's all. That's not the end of the world.
There's a cab company in Dudley?
It
Cab-
is?
Cab East LLC.
No kidding.
I don't know.
There's 4 cars there.
How about that? Now you can take a cab if you need to.
Look at the certificate on the back, see where it is.
It's in Georgia. Oh, that's right up here.
Leasing place, maybe they're...
Oh, Enterprise maybe?
Enterprise, yeah.
Oh, okay. They call themselves Cab East, okay.
Let's give a quick update. How does the real estate market in Dudley look like? Do we have any new growth happening, or quick summary?
It looks like the market's picking up a little bit. I really haven't seen the deeds in over a month, so I can't really give you an update.
I think activity we see in real estate, this has been a strong last quarter.
Yes. Yes.
So we are seeing a little bit more happening, but I still don't see a lot in new construction.
You know, I have 2 new constructions that I'm trying to do, but I can't price them to make any money.
Have you guys ever been involved with the Pierpont Estates?
No.
Somebody came to me and told me that Tony's kind of disappeared. Bills were up there. Because
Really?
I haven't had anything going on up there. And he was kind of going strong up there.
He what? Does he have any more lots?
Yeah, he has tons.
But he'll switch to the type of houses being built there, you know, from colonials to offering splits.
Yep.
I haven't seen a lot of activity, I haven't seen anything
I haven't
happening.
seen him in
Just
here.
seen
I haven't
resales.
had any inspections up there. It's like everything just, because one of the homeowners up there said they can't find him either.
Well, I-
Oh, that's not a good,
So I didn't know
kind of
if,
went the way of Valgron, huh?
I know he was looking at buying Truman Drive up off of Lions Road there, David
Yeah.
Haynes
yeah.
thing, that fell through, so.
Right.
I just was wondering if you guys knew.
I've known 2 builders that tried to make that work, and you just can't run the numbers.
No,
and
On
make it work.
Truman?
Yeah.
yeah.
I get the
Road
same
costs a
problem.
bit.
We went from $250 a foot for the road 8 years ago to over $700.
Yeah, that's what someone else had told me.
David Haynes just bought them all back, bought the lots all back now.
David
Just
did?
went through.
From
it.
Kim?
Yeah.
Oh, no kidding. Yeah, I know 2 builders that were interested in buying that. They ran the numbers, they couldn't make any money. I got Oxford, I got that approved subdivision, I can't build.
Really?
That was not the old Webster Road one?
Yeah, but I can't build to make any money. I can't get the houses to appraise. That's the problem. The new split I built on Webster Road, I couldn't get that to appraise.
You're kidding me.
There's no specs. There's no spec houses.
Huh.
So,
Interesting.
yeah. So I was going to build one on Sutton Road in Webster, ran the numbers, and did my own appraisal. I wouldn't appraise. I mean, I don't have to spend $400 to know it's not going to appraise.
You know what might be good is maybe if Lisa can tell people if they are looking to appeal their assessment, what the process would be, because tax bills have just gone out, how that all works, give them a quick summary.
Yep, so
What
if,
they have to do.
Excuse me for a minute, I have to run to court, so.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah, no.
Excuse me, all the votes are airing?
Yep.
yes,
Okay.
yep.
Good.
Sorry.
Thank you.
Have a
Have a
nice
good-
weekend.
Have a good day.
You
Alrighty.
too. Thanks, Tom.
All right, so if, there's a couple of ways that you could come in to get an abatement. So if you look on your fields card online and you notice that there's, in the case where we had an extra half bath in a house that wasn't there, if there's any discrepancies, you can come in and file. And then if you believe that your house is overassessed, you can come in and file, but you need backup proving to us and the board that our assessment is incorrect. The burden of the proof is on them.
And it has to be as of 1/1/2015.
Right, how the house stood January of
Right.
2015, and you have from now, when you get your tax bill, January 1st to February 1st to file. If you don't file by the deadline, you don't get the abatement, but certainly I'll go out and inspect the house, and if there is an error or I find it needs to be adjusted, I'll change it from that day forward. You just won't get an abatement on your real estate taxes for February and May. And that's all on the back of the tax bill. If anybody has any questions, it's right on the back of their tax bill.
So that's upcoming now from, what's the time period they have to do that?
This month.
Till
This
February
month.
1st.
So that means there'll be more people coming into the office to
Right.
talk to you, should they have any questions on it.
And
which
that's
is
pretty time
time-consuming.
consuming because they want to know all the details of how we assess the property. A lot of people come in and say, my taxes are too high. So I tell them, well, you need to go talk to the tax collector because I only assess your property and your taxes arrive at from your assessment.
And you are the main person to talk to. Our clerk is not, our half clerk is not going to be able to assist in giving that information.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
I assess the property, so I defend them.
Okay.
It's not a clerk's job to do that.
Nope.
She's got enough to do.
And it's always, my neighbor down here is assessed for less than I am, and they have half the house that they do. It's
Right.
always the case.
Anything upcoming that we need to know about?
Not that I am aware of. Like I said, we're doing appointments now, so people are going to receive letters in the mail asking to do an interior inspection. They're just about complete going down the streets, knocking on the doors and trying to get in and measuring the outside of the houses. If you have a no trespassing sign, they will not come off property.
Yeah.
If you're not home, they'll measure the outside of the building and the outbuildings, and then we'll follow up with a letter later on. They're registered with the police. They have magnets on their cars saying...
Who is sending out the letters to the homeowners?
Vision Government Solutions, as they're taking the appointments, they call, so they took that away from us, so we don't have to take those phone calls.
How would we do that?
We would not be able to do that.
Jeez.
Well, I for one appreciate what the people in our department do. It is a hard job, it is very time consuming, and it is very detail oriented. So it is not only about dealing with what's coming in, it's about maintenance of past records that you have to keep up with, and people don't realize that.
And they don't realize that every 10 years we have to get into 95% of all the houses.
Right.
95%. That's mandated
And
by
in this
state
day
law.
and age, that's really hard to do with the way the world is today. People don't want them in their
No.
houses.
Too many nuts running around.
Yeah.
Well, if nothing else, I'm going to make a motion that we adjourn.
Oh, that's going to be unanimous.
All right.
I think that's the longest meeting we've ever had. 8:28.
Wow.
Are we done?